Hi there, welcome to the Unmuted Friday and the session that we are talking about is Decoding AI. So in this session, what we will understand is first we will cover what is AI, because we all are using AI in our daily life, but what we don't understand is the technical jargons associated with AI. So we will first understand what is AI. We will understand what is the difference between the machine learning and the deep learning, and we will cover some of the important jargons that we hear often from our peers but we don't understand. So that's our agenda. So now going to the next slide. So what is an AI? So if you think of an AI is a simulation which acts just like humans, but it works through machines, right? You can think of AI is something which naturally understand you and can give you answers naturally, which wasn't happening in the last decades before AI. AI, you can think of a recommendation engine where the solution is recommended by the AI and you consume them. It actually transforms how we think about computers, because it is not how the bits and bytes works previously, but now AI is about doing everything naturally. It obviously can generate text, images, so that is the prima facie that we see often in our daily life. We ask something in ChatGPT and it gives you answer in natural language, and also it can interact with the modern day applications like our solution APPSeCONNECT. So now if we delve deep into the AI ecosystem, so one of the primary thing that comes into your mind is the ANI. So ANI is the narrowest AI that we currently have. You can think, if I give you an example, is the ChatGPT or some Spotify recommendation or any recommendation, any application that is providing you some kind of artificial intelligence is currently what we call the narrow AI. So artificial narrow intelligence. Next comes, if we think of the AI levels, the next comes which is the general AI. So general AI is will act like a human, and it can take decisions based on the environment rather than the preset instructions. So if I take an example, you can think of the self-driven car, where the data is not very important, but the decision making should be impromptu and based on the environment. And finally, which is the super intelligence that we generally that is not there currently in production or commercial environment, where we think of AI behaving more than a human. Now, as I told you that we will have to think of AI differently. We know AI, how it delivers you about your task and everything that we already somehow came across. Now, few of the jargons that you should understand when we talk about AI. So we will cover them. So here I present you some of the jargons. One of them is machine learning. So machine learning is the base of any AI model. So what is machine learning? Machine learning is an intelligent system which learns from data. So in case of machine learning, data is the key. So we use different algorithms and we feed in a huge amount of data into the algorithms to get a model. And based on that model, it can decide the later actions. There is one more thing which comes generally in our mind, which is the deep learning. So deep learning is different. It's a subset of machine learning, but it is different from machine learning, because in case of machine learning, we have only single layer, while in deep learning, we have multiple layers. So it works just like a human, how human neural network works. So if you think of how your brain works, it is mimicking the same thing in the deep learning models. Okay, so the third thing that we want to understand is the transformer. So if you are using any LLMs right now, everything is based on transformers. So when we discovered transformers, we identified that transformers are generally very important, very intelligent system, because it works on a mechanism called attention. So what does it mean? So for example, let's say the cat sat on a mat because it was too tired. So now consider there is a subject which is cat. So human brain automatically understands that it on the second line refers to the cat, and this is where the transformers works same way. So it is the deep neural network model which has the attention as a mechanism to understand the natural language and gives you the result based on the natural language. So I don't go too deep into the transformers. There are encoders, decoders, and there are different patterns that based on which the transformers works. But if I summarize, all the LLMs that we see currently are based on the transformers. And the LLMs are the language models. So if you hear something about LLMs, that means the large language model, which is designed based on various huge amount of data, and it will provide you the models based on some preset data. Now coming to some more jargons that we hear often. One is RAG. So if I tell you about RAG is what we call as retrieval augmented generation. So if you think of LLMs, we connect an agent with an LLM because LLM can give me the intelligence, right? Now what is a RAG? So LLMs does not know everything, because if you think today's news, it won't have that in their context. So to retrieve the information, the LLMs needs a tool set which can connect to the APIs, it can connect to various data sources and give you the result. So RAG gives you that flexibility to connect a tool with an AI model. Now, when we create an agent, there might be a large number of RAGs associated. Some are working on a specific set of APIs. Some might be working on the database. Some might be connecting to a various other data sources like search engine. Okay, like in ChatGPT, if you ask something, it directly goes to various websites in ChatGPT. Those are the RAG tools. But controlling all the RAG tools on one agent might be very complex. So what we did is we came to a new concept called MCP, which will give you a group of RAGs together such that the agent can connect to one tool and it can in turn connect to various other tools. So in MCP, we have two things. One is the discovery layer and the API layer. API layer is totally based on the REST or other protocols, the standard protocols. There is a discovery which gives the AI agent a layer of what this tool is capable of. Next, the fine tuning. So we often hear about fine tuning an AI model. But it is, so if we think of fine tuning is a concept where we fine tune an existing AI model by downloading the model itself, fine tuning and uploading it into a new model. So that is what we call fine tuning. So it is completely different from the context tuning. Context tuning where we tune the model based on the prompts. And finally, the hallucination. So hallucination, if someone tells you that the model is hallucinating, that means the AI model is giving you wrong answer abruptly without you understand that this is wrong. So sometimes the AI models, based on the wrong data or information feed into the AI model, sometimes the model can hallucinate. So these are mostly the jargons that we come across with AI. I think when we communicate later with our peers, you already know the jargons and you can communicate better way. Thank you for joining and stay tuned for more upcoming sessions.